Collecting is your love.
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
Oh, the hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 SIG Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love.
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
Oh, the hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 SIG Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love
I want more.
every day.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 Sig Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Not to
Oh, we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing.
What's going on, Don? What up, Hex? Hey, Jimmy, Kate. How the heck are y'all doing? Don was first today. Don coming off of a really good U.S. women team's W today. Salute to you, Don. Congratulations. So, boy, oh boy. Today we finally got all of the paperwork done and approved for Whatnot. I knew this day would come, but I am not prepared for it. So I now have to roll up my sleeves and start getting ready for Whatnot. Whatnot will be on Wednesdays. It'll be Whatnot Wednesdays. Jimmy, what you should do is turn your tablet off and turn it back on. It's going to be a lot of work. I had to spend some time the last hour or so. Don concerned quite a few coworkers when USA scored in overtime and I started screaming. Well, at least they will. At least they'll forgive you because it was something good, not something bad. What's up, Sep? So I've had to dig into the dregs of what is Whatnot, and I don't think I was really ready for what Whatnot is when I signed up for it. I don't go on Whatnot. It's dangerous for me to go on Whatnot. But watching these streams, I guess that's what you call them, and seeing that like 85% of them use 10-second auctions, that is something that we're not going to be capable of. They will probably be, it's major FOMOville. Oh no, absolutely. Ours will definitely be longer. They will not be 10-second. That's not going to be our style. We may throw 10-second ones in there for fun, but it looks like the most difficult part of Whatnot is setting it up, having everything ready for listing, having everything on hand and in the order that it's going to be set up.
Ugh. And I'm already freaking tired just thinking about how much work I'm going to have to do to get that done. There's going to need to be a full-on Scotch budget. Not from Lord Brownie, but from DCD Collects. There will be I think there will be like a bi-monthly bottle of Scotch requirement for the amount of work that's going to have to go into there. Not to mention, I will definitely be in the office a lot longer on Tuesdays now, as I will have to get stuff ready. Doug did say that he was available to help out when it comes down to it. I will need his help for it because he's going to have to set prices and figure out what we can use and can't use. I don't see we need 10 cc's of Macallan 30 Scotch stat. Right? Thank you, Hellbolt. I'll take it. Oh, it's not going to be mystery boxes. You'll be there March 13th. That's right, because you're meeting or I shouldn't say you. Well, you will, but Blind Cat is meeting Mr. Cullen. We're not going to be doing mystery boxes. Doug has this idea that we're going to be able to get around the way that they do mystery boxes. That's not what's going to happen. I'm telling you this right now. You won't see the mystery boxes there. The mystery boxes will stay. The blind boxes will stay just DCD Collects. I know you can't even reference your website. There's ways around that too. But that will be, Whatnot will be more or less single cards, art, extra pieces of art that we have laying around, tons of graded comics. Yeah. So I think it'll get us really looking into what we acquire at cons and how we acquire them. We'll probably start dipping into the con exclusives stuff a little bit more than we normally do. But yeah, it is going to be interesting, and it's going to be fast paced. So we'll see. He wants to start sooner than later, but that's going to be more than just me doing it. So tomorrow I will be talking to Doug in the AM and during the meeting, and I think we'll bang out some time for he and I to be here and get some semblance of how we want to do this. And maybe he and I sitting in front of a TV watching some of the streams to get an idea of what we want. Not separately, because we need to be on the same page. So I think he and I are going to have a Whatnot session of just watching. But I'm looking at some of the yahoos that host Whatnot, and boy, I am classier than them, and I have about as much class as a kid who skips school. So I'm not worried about fitting in. I'm worried about getting burnt out. Might want to be aware of what retailers are on Whatnot regarding con exclusives. Yeah, I literally, so I joined Whatnot when Whatnot first came out. I did. If you look at my profile, I have a very early profile, because somebody's like, oh, you gotta get on Whatnot. I'm like, all right, what is it? I never used it, never assigned a credit card to it, never assigned an address to it. Was after he said, the paperwork's good, our certificates are good, our tax stuff is good there, we're 100% ready to go. I was like, okay, I guess I better start doing my homework. So just clicked on the first couple of streams that popped up, and I was like, wow, this is awful. Scuba! Hey, Scuba, did you get your box? Did you get your winnings? The winnings, the mystery winnings? Oh, Councilman Chef And Brownie, if you watch this VOD, everything was sent out today. The only thing I have here besides yesterday's orders is Prue's thing from the bourbon thing. I'm sorry, Prue, I missed it. Well, those were the giveaways for Pretty Mythical. So that was you won three of the 6 items. What else did I have? I just had something I was gonna say. TikTok Tarot Reader. There you go. We are not a good place to go if you're trying to declutter. But after watching Whatnot, I have a feeling we are going to be decluttered pretty dang quickly. I didn't buy them. You forced them upon me. No. When you bought them, you agreed to be added into the drawing for free stuff. And you happen to be cursed with free stuff. Man, do I love Guinness. The only thing better than a nice cold Guinness is a nice room temperature Guinness. True story, when you go overseas, Guinness is served at room temperature. If you want it chilled, you have to order it Guinness extra cold. Go to England. Tell me I'm wrong. Paul Maitland will be able to confirm that as well. We have a Guinness horror story for you? Oh my God. Shingles. The only thing better than shingles. Nice. Oh, you didn't go with the all-metal roof? So our house in New York, eventually we're going to have to put a roof on it. And I think we're actually going to drop the $25,000 or whatever it's going to be to put a metal roof on it because the house is almost 200 years old. And I have no idea how many layers. There's more than one layers of roof on that roof right now. And I'm afraid we're going to have to do a complete and total tear off and put on. But I was told metal roofs, as long as the under layers are stable, they will put a metal roof right over old layers as long as it's not too layered. But I'm afraid if they do a tear off replacement on a 200-year-old house and not the roof, but the beams supporting the roof are from 1880 when they switched it from a flat roof to a hip roof. I'm afraid they're going to tear off and go, oh, we have to replace all these beams. And of course, because they tore it off, I'll have no choice but to have them do it. What is the over-under on my roof? Ooh, VA urgent care. You might as well. You should have just tried to stitch up your own wound. Do you want to hang a chandelier in a haunted house? Check the attic first. Check the wood's condition. Here's what I can tell you. I know the wood is not in great condition up there, and I don't want to think about it. I don't. With antibiotics, that's better than a shot in the butt. I remember when we got into the Navy, they give you a shot of penicillin in your butt just in case you have something they don't know about. And the shot is still like semi-frozen. This is a true story. And it's about the size of like a golf ball, the amount that they put inside you.
Beetlejuice.
Hello, lady. 36 months, that's 3
Beetlejuice.
years. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun.
Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
time to be putting up with me. Cheers to you. So yeah, what they do is it's a very large gauge needle, and they have you bend over, and they overhand jab this thing into the top of your buttocks, and then they smash down on the plunger, and it leaves this like golf ball sized half frozen penicillin in your buttock that you can feel it like ripping the tissue apart as it fills. And you have to sit there and just rub it. They tell you rub it to heat it up and to smooth it out. You learn who in your recruit division is a bleeder and a bruiser that day. Because some people had bruises the size of Colorado, and others just were like, yeah, it's a bump, it hurts. I was one of those, yeah, it's a bump, it hurts. We had a dude that had to actually go to medical afterwards because he just started and just the bruise was like this big, and they're like, yeah, we must have hit a capillary or whatever. They hit something that pumps blood, and they're like, eh. So it was June. Heat wave. Went from Oregon to Washington State with a Guinness in friend's glove box with a porcelain thing at the bottom of the glass. And when we got to the venue before Iron Maiden, he opened the beer and it literally exploded everywhere in the car. Many moons ago, his car smelled like Guinness for weeks, even after many cleanings. Oh, and Guinness, when it gets old and skunky, is a rough smell. I know this as I bartended for a while, bar-backed for a short while, and managed bars for a bit. Guinness is the stuff you don't want to let get skunky. It has a particular meaty tang to it when it gets old. All right, folks. So, Don, what days do you have off? Yes, rank, yeah. I need to find out your schedule, Don. I need some Don time. I get enough downtime. I need some Don time. We need to have coffee over the phone. So we have to figure out a time in your schedule. Sundays. All right, let me ask you this. What time do you wake up on Sundays? Because I want to be polite. I get up at around 9 on Sunday. Sunday's my night to sleep in. Typically, I'm up at 7, although I've been sleeping in the last couple of days because of a story I can't say on camera. But Sundays are my sleep in till 9 days. It's when you need to run an ozone generator in it and then air it out. Yeah. Good old ozone. This is a true story. 100% true story. I completely forgot about this until you just mentioned ozone generator. I spent a summer in 2006. It was either 2006 or 2007. I want to say it was 2006. I spent a summer selling hot tubs in a mall. Yeah, this is a completely true story. I was hired. The girl said I was hired because I was cute. What robots have been pulled? None of them. We haven't sold any yet. You can be the first and set the tone. Scoobs, you still have store credit you need to burn. Not that it doesn't expire, but you still have it. So I home every day until 1 p.m. my time. The time I get up is determined by my back and what time I go to bed the night before. Valid, yeah. Yesterday I was up until 1 o'clock in the morning playing Madden 26. Now I refuse to buy Madden. I wait until it comes free on the EA Sports thing since we have the Xbox Platinum Pass. So I was playing a little Madden 26. It's fun. I do what I want. I am not a Ultimate Team guy. I am a franchise guy. I take the Bills to the Super Bowl. And because somebody's got to. I think I'm in like 2033 right now, and I just won the Super Bowl. What's the giveaway? That beauty is the giveaway. That is a Wally and Eve painted thingy. Thingy. What's up? Hello, me lord. Just talking about the painted thingy. Is a painted. It's a painted board. My words aren't working. Madden 26 has crossplay. Did a Connected franchise? Now, the Connected franchise, you have to wait for other people to, like, finish their stuff, because I don't have patience for that. I am an absolute nerd. I don't like playing the actual game. I sim almost the entire season. My favorite part is the drafting, is the off season, is the training. I do the mini games. I like that aspect. I like the recruiting aspect. 20 stream streak. It's a lot of streaking. That is my thing. I don't really actually play the games. I'll play the Super Bowl. I'll play against the Patriots because I enjoy beating the Patriots. But I don't typically play any of the season games, or most of the playoffs for that matter. But I do a lot of drafting and stuff. Going streaking in the quad! Come on, everybody! We're going streaking! Nice. I didn't know you had an older brother. Now I know. The Wally is one of the giveaways. It is the giveaway. It is the giveaway. We decided to incorporate this piece into the run. So Kate is the giveaway. Uh-oh. You know what that sound means? I think this one's finally dying. Yeah, that one's finally dying. Time for a new one. Oh, that one's good, yeah. Ha! BK coming up and sticking up for his wife. Look at him go. That's a man's man right there. Salute. That's actually pretty funny. Delete. That was actually pretty funny. Oh, that was funny. Left it just long enough so everyone could read it a couple times, get it, and then blocked. That's funny. Oh, it's the little things. Or at least that's what she said. Oh. So yeah, Whatnot is going to be soon. I'm seeing that absolutely nobody is using a 2-camera system on Whatnot because everybody is filming with their phone. I am going to do a deep dive probably tonight after the stream or when I get home and see if a 2-camera stream is possible, even if it's just 2-camera input through OBS and then tracking OBS through whatnot. It is possible. I kind of figured it would be. Help, help, Blind Cat's being repressed. See the violence inherent in the system. Did you have the chance to listen to the song? I did. I like KMFDM. I grew up listening to KMFDM. As a matter of fact, somewhere in this office is an KMFDM autograph CD that my dear friend Lee Cozy gave me when he got to meet them. It's next door in my office. 99% sure it's in my office. Yeah, but I actually hadn't heard that. I like it. If you like industrial, then you already like KMFDM. Actually, 9 Inch Nails got me into KMFDM. I kind of reversed the order of how that was supposed to go. Trent Reznor and my love of Trent Reznor. And then I found out that he was a big fan of KMFDM and the sound. They're very similar. Please make sure your stream is the correct way on PC View. So many streams show up sideways, cut off because people set up their show. No, I know, yeah. I know how to set it up as a vert. We did vert for Instagram Live. Only industrial I like was the Revolution. Only revolution I'd liked was the Airy War. Skinny Puppy, yep. Yeah. The only industrial I like is Waste. No, wait a minute. No, I don't. Oh, man. You know, to quote Val Kilmer's t-shirt in Real Genius, I love Toxic Waste. Oh, scheisse. My back is I am the heaviest I've ever been in my life. I'm just shy of 260. I have been eating my emotions. And I have to stop because, man, everything is pain now. My back is every day I'm in pain. It used to be like 2 or 3 times a week I'd go, ooh, my back. Now it's just like I wake up and it's like, F you. And I'm like, oh, you can't say that. It's PG-13. And my back's like, I don't care, F you. And I'm like, oh, that's right. I'm not on the air right now. What up, chef? You're down to 230. That's amazing. I wish I was down to 230. Toxic Waste was the ones that came in the yellow. Yes, I know those. Oh, yeah. I think you could still get them at Five Below, as a matter of fact. Though they're not in the round things. They're like more in flat tins now, or bags. Chef, I don't know if you know this, but somebody came to our site and bought out all of our 1700. 1700 is now sold out. All we have left is Inventor and Art. It reminds me, I gotta get to Doug and see if he ever emailed that guy. Still hovering at 400? That's all right, Hellbolt. You're like 6'5", 6'6". So, Hellbolt. 6'5", yeah, I know you're like almost half a foot taller than me. This year it does not look like I will be doing Japan. It's a very good chance that 2027 will be my Japan trip. I got some inside now that planned, like me planning. There's a chance that I may be sent to Japan for business reasons, but my personal trip for sumo purposes won't likely be till 2027 for reasons I can't talk about. Down for Japan. So I just found out my neighbor, Super Hex, is going to Japan next year. And now it's like, oh, I could probably go next year. Doing research into the artist that did the sketch card for Fleer Looney Tunes had another card with the same number. I'm going to click this link. I don't even care. Hey now. $250. Yeah, man. I bet you yours would sell for more because it's more iconic. I like yours better. Yeah, man. So listen, folks. Last night's stream was an hour and 25 minutes. I ended the stream because there was no interaction. Mrs. The Breaker said that my stream on her screen just suddenly cut out. Did everyone get to the end of the stream, or did my stream suddenly cut out before rating? It's a tech question I wrote down that I had to ask, and I forgot to ask at the top of the show. I got 38 of you in here now, so I can ask you and get more of an opinion. So those who were sticking around to the end last night, did the stream just cut off, or did it raid out? You were taken with the raid? Okay. We didn't know if it was a lag on Mrs. The Breaker's end or my end. Yeah, the part of the reason I have to wait to go to Japan is if I go now, I'll probably eat myself to death. I need to lose about 50 pounds before I go so I can gain 10 more. All right, it sounds like most people got to the raid, so it was probably just a connectivity issue with our apartment. That's a goal. DC wants to lose the weight he's going to eat in sushi. It's true. It's true. I listen. I can't put myself in the hospital in Japan because I don't have health insurance over there, I don't think. So I have to be very careful. Now, here's the one thing that is going to happen. I am going to eat fugu. No one can stop me. No one on planet Earth is going to stop me from getting some fugu when I go to Japan. There's only one place on the East Coast, or on the West Coast. Japan's health is super cheap. That'd be awesome. Then I'll do it on purpose. On the West Coast, and that is in, it's actually near where Hellbolt lives. There is no place in LA that I can find that actively serves fugu right now. There's only like a dozen licenses for fugu in America to begin with. Japan, it's a little bit more common, although in Japan it is a novelty. You want to eat vinegar rice? Fugu is pufferfish. Did I say the wrong one? What up, El Zacco? How are you doing? Hardest working man in show business right now. Fugu is the pufferfish. I'm nearly certain. Yeah, it's got a neurotoxin in it. Fugu. Yeah, fugu. Fugu is pufferfish. Oh, yeah. Oh, the sushi. Oh, I'm sorry. I get it now. He's talking about, yeah, sushi is yes. And I'm actually not a sushi person typically. I'm more of a sashimi guy. I love sashimi. I like nigiri. Sushi is just more accessible here. Took a test to become a notary. Yeah, get that. It was like $20 every time you sign your signature. That'd be dope. I sign mine for free. You can get paid to do it. Gonna go whenever I have the funds then. Can't wait for people and plans because I was waiting for many others just for them to bail. Yeah, man, no, I get it, dude. Hey, listen, you do you, boo. I ain't mad at you. I got nothing but love for you, brother. Yeah, I can have a conversation with Don about why certain things have to happen in a certain timeline now. I won't be able to speak publicly about them, though, ever. But yeah, Don is the conciliary. He's my consigliere. If you don't know what a consigliere is, you're not Italian. Thanks, man. We should do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. Are any of these giveaways or are all these mine? No, all these are mine. Should probably put these away because they're mine. Oh, there's a good one to give away. These are mine, but I'll give these ones away. I've been told I'm a good listener, or something like that. I don't know, I wasn't listening. I love it. No, and no. Can't give those away. That's not cool enough to give away. Let's give away some art. We haven't given away a Jeff Pena in a while. Let's give away one of Jeff's. All right, we're going to do a giveaway. If you win, you can choose any one of these Jeff Pena drawings. Inform baby registry items are coming to hell. Oh, man. Now, because it's your house, you get first dibs. You get pick of the litter. I believe that's the law. Giveaway. Command. Art. I got enough stuff. I don't need any more. Yeah, he says that, yet he enters for the free art. I just want to point that out. Chef says, I got a lot of stuff. And then he's like, but I'll take some free art. Listen, who doesn't want free art? It's one of a kind. See, how's my boo-boo from yesterday? Yeah. It's a lot better now. Priorities. Let's boop. Here we go. 5 seconds left. And the winner is... done! Oh, Sapporos, a little bit too late. You just missed it. Gambled and lost. All right, Don. Sorry, there are no ladies. It's just dudes. It's just dudes left. You just got to pick which one you want. Hawkeye. All right, man. Hawkeye headed your way. That is every time you hear that, that's me getting an electric shock. Lilia will be happy with that. Okay. All right. One of them looks like a flying Smurf. That is Angel. Angel looks like a flying Smurf. Or specifically a flying Smurfette. I do. As long as she stays living where she's living, I have her address to send her stuff. Are you saying Hawkeye or Hot Guy? Yes, same thing. Same thing. I saw that. Are you saying Hawkeye or Hot Guy? Oh, how'd you get way over there? Come here. So, I realized I ran out of water here at the studio. And I was like, oh my goodness, I don't have anything to drink. I need to go get water. And the only thing nearby is a grocery outlet bargain market. Now, I have heard the jingle. James knows the jingle. If you're in California, I don't know how big the company is. If the story, Sapporos is stealing my thunder. I have never walked into one. But I was like, well, that's the only thing within a reasonable short drive. It's on the other side of the block across the street. So it's 4-minute drive with stoplights. Without stoplights, it would be 2 minutes. So I walk in. I have never been in one before. And I walk in, and I'm instantly confused. I walk in, and like there's this wall of stuff, like right when you walk in, just it's like drinks and like a whole like thing of like wall of stuff. As soon as you walk in, wall of stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's just right there. And I'm like, all right, so I got to turn to like go. Now I know they're all set up differently, but I like Aldi? No. Aldi is listen, I'm not going to hate, and I don't want this taken the wrong way. Aldi is a couple steps above grocery outlet bargain market. I'm instantly confused because there's really very little rhyme or reason to where things were on this very front wall. And then like you walk in to the main part and like you're greeted with like instantly like the makeup aisle, and it's like, oh. So I don't take a cart because I don't plan on getting a lot of stuff. And I just start walking around. They also pay their cashiers like $15 to $20 an hour, depending on what state you're in. But cashiers are also expected to do stock in their off the register time. I'm walking around, and there's a couple people like me just kind of wandering. Would be a bad time to mention I got a second job. I like Aldi. No, I'm not pooing on Aldi at all. I just didn't want people to think I was pooing on grocery market bargain outlet or wherever it is. I like Aldi. Aldi has a pretty good cheese selection for charcuterie boards. And very good charcuterie plate stuff. I know, I got to say the name right. Grocery outlet bargain market. Grocery outlet bargain market. Wow, I just realized that their initials are Go BM. Because I guess after you've shopped there and eaten, you have to go BM. Yeah, Mrs. the Breaker got it too. I gotta go BM. Sorry, folks, I gotta go BM. Cha 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 cha. That's Melissa's best Telly Savalas impersonation. For those of you who are under the age of 50, Telly Savalas was a famous actor and singer. And one of his things that he would do goes, ha cha 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 cha. So even though J is H in Spanish, I still see it and go, cha 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 cha. Listen, I was raised by old people. So I'm wandering, and there's like no less than 3 other people without carts wandering too. We're all just looking at the shelves. I could feel the energy of the other people here. See, lady knows. Lady's cultured. The vibe I'm catching from my other people walking around are, I wonder what this is. I wonder what these are. I wonder what's on this shelf. And that's what I'm doing now. Mind you, I'm dressed like, you know, an English gangster, and I'm just walking around with my hands in my pocket, and I'm looking at stuff, and I'm like, oh, so here's the best way I can describe what's in grocery outlet bargain market. There is a lot of name brand stuff, but it's the flavors that nobody buys. Like they don't have the like cheese pretzel bites or the buffalo pretzel bites. They have the sour cream and onion pretzel bites. They have the dill pickle pretzel bites. They don't have like orange Fanta or grape Fanta. They have like pineapple Fanta or peach Fanta, strawberry Fanta. They don't have the, you know, cheese, mini cheese sandwich, Ritz cracker sandwiches. They have the peanut butter ones. Did I hear Telly Savalas? Who loves you, baby? Yeah, that's Telly. Needless to say, I did find like they have water, and it's dirt cheap. So these were $2.99. Don't skimp on. See, Straff. Here's the thing. I don't like pickle. I don't like dill. No, I got regular. They did have random Polar flavors that I had never heard of before. Because they did sell Polar there. They had some Polar flavors that I was like, what? One of them was cranberry. What was it? Cranberry clementine. There was like spicy pineapple. It was like a chamoy pineapple. Stuff that I never heard of. But this was an 8-pack, was $2.99. I was like, well, I'm going to get 2 of those. And then like these, which are like $4 or $5 bags. These were only 99 cents. I grabbed 2 of these because, I mean, who doesn't love nuts and chocolate? And it's Planters. It's not an off-brand. So I did grab like 2 of those for 99 cents. Like my entire shopping trip was like $8. And I was like, oh, this is okay. 92% of the items in there I would probably not buy because they're not in a flavor that I like. I'm not buying my meat from there like Kate does. I'm not, because I won't buy most. I no. Not, I'm not gonna buy my meat from there. But I there was 8% of the stuff I would probably buy, like the candy aisle. I would go back to, but even then the candy was like, there was Christmas candy there, and I was like, oh, I'm not getting any Christmas candy. They sold cat beds and blankets. They sold stuff for a charcuterie board. They sold dragon fruit, like the actual dragon fruit. It was a very eclectic mix of stuff. Now, I'm not knocking it. It's just it's clearly for budgets. And I can tell it's like, oh, these particular items didn't sell well. It is like here we go. I got it. It is the Ross of groceries. It is the TJ Maxx of groceries. That's it. That's what it is. It's the TJ Maxx of groceries. Like a Food for Less or a Food Max, which I know Food for Less. I don't think I've ever seen a Food Max. Also got a Captain Crunch for 44 cents a box with 10 boxes. Yeah, I mean, Captain Crunch for 44 cents a box, I think I'd be okay with that. Depends on which Captain Crunch. Is it Crunch Berries? Is it just plain Captain Crunch? Was it Oops, all Crunch Berries? Was it Peanut Butter Crunch Berries? I like some PB Crunch. Yeah, see, I dig that. I can't eat it every day. But that's one that I can, like, do they deliver? Jesus Christ, Melissa. The PB Crunch, I have to be in a mood for, and then if I'm in a mood for it, I'll eat like one day, and then I won't eat it for like 4 or 5 days again afterwards. But it is a wonderful cereal. So when we lived in Buffalo, Buffalo is where one of the General Mills plants is. And the General Mills plant that we had would make Cheerios and Lucky Charms. I think they made other things, but I know for a fact Cheerios and Lucky Charms because our city smells like Cheerios at 5 a.m. My old next door neighbor used to work at that General Mills, and one of the things that they would do is when the boxes would come in, because they would print the boxes and they would you'd feed the machine, makes the boxes and puts the cereal inside. He had a bunch of the unfolded boxes, which I didn't know was a thing, are super expensive and collectible in the collector world. It's a thing. I didn't realize it was a thing until he's like, oh, we sell these for like $40 a piece. And I'm like, you sell an unfolded box for $40? He's like, yeah. Have you ever seen one before? And I was like, no. He goes, that's why they're $40. And I'm thinking, damn it, you're right. Nobody on earth but somebody that works there has ever seen an unfolded box that is completely flat with the Wheaties picture on it. I'm like, that's actually genius. So my dad got a bunch of them for me. He's like, oh, well, anytime you get something new that's cool, get one. So my dad had a bunch of those, and they're like, oh, these are super collectible, or this one was like limited, seasonal, and he went over to his house, and he had a basement full, thousands of unfolded boxes, cereal boxes, the original sheets. And then he was like, I sell these on eBay for $40 all day long. He goes, I'm running out of them, so I'm not selling these ones because these ones are my versions of them. Like, it's a thing. Google it. So some collectors will buy the boxes, and then they take a razor blade, cut the bottom out, remove the cereal so that they don't get the boll weevils, and then seal them back up, and it's just a sealed box. Like the next S-tier collectible in the cereal world is the uncut sheet of the box that you can frame. and that was his side hustle, and they were allowed to do it too, because once they produced a run of the cereal, anything that was left over, they would just trash the boxes, and they didn't have a copyright or anything to where they weren't allowed to take them home. So he would at the end be like, "Oh, we're done with Flutie Flakes. Let's get some Flutie Flakes flats." I mean, it wasn't Flutie Flakes. That was just an example of a limited run. Half of you don't know what Flutie Flakes are, so I don't know why I use that one. Anyway, so my phone just went off. I'm old. I have to take my glasses off to read my phone. Oh, it's nothing important. Oh, thanks, man. You're awesome. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow we have the meeting. Tomorrow we're going to talk about whatnot. Excuse me. There's something else going on that I'm supposed to be doing, or supposed to be talking about. Oh, I talked to Daniel Gonzalez. That's what it was. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. Let me see if he sent it to my phone. He did. Well, that was strange. That was really weird. Oh. I did. That was strange. It didn't give me a notice as to why it cut out. It just said cut out. What up, Hex? Yeah, it was very weird. It just stopped and restarted. Did not lose any frames. It just was a interruption in service. Hello. That was kind of wonky. Interesting. Very interesting. This isn't hot, is it? Nope, it's not hot. Computer's not hot, is it? Nope, it's actually cold. Well, we'll just call that a blip. I mean, we've been here since what, December? 3 months and haven't had an issue? So if we have one little blip, I guess that's okay. Not a big deal. All right, did you miss me? All right, so December is when we moved here, right? I think we moved here in December. All right, Elbolt. Good night, buddy. So this is a rough, this isn't finished. This is going to be his next Vampirella cover. Again, it's a whip. But yeah, he's working on some covers for us. Very exciting. It reminds me, I need to really figure out what's up with my comics that Lee has. Kate and BK. He still has your comics that are all messed up from CGC, right? Because he's had those for about a year now. Just one? Yeah, he still has my just one. And I want it back. Also, CGC will be at WonderCon. I'm probably grading the other Daniel Gonzalez book at WonderCon. You have all yours? They fixed them? Or were yours not part of the ones that were messed up? Okay, yeah, that's why. The messed up ones, they still have. Yeah, it's been about a year. And he has them. He has to resubmit them. I'm throwing Lee under the bus. Lee just hasn't gotten it done. So I need to light a fire under his butt. All right, well, I'm going to poke that bear tomorrow with a spoon. Actually, I got to think about... We have to do a graded order. We are considering grading some books with PSA. Do we have any collectors out there that have some have graded comics with PSA yet? Swagglehauss did a really good video about the comparisons of PSA's grading with CGC's. And I was actually there when Swagglehauss submitted his first books to PSA. I just happened to be at the con and ran into him. And he talked about the experience, so the experience was good. But I think we're going to try to grade some books with PSA and see what happens. I actually have some magazines I would love PSA to grade. I have some vintage magazines. People magazine that first had Star Wars on it. I have the People magazine, or is it no, it's People? I think it's People. That announced John Lennon's death. I have a couple of old school magazines that need to get encased. Wow. There's something else. Something else I was supposed to talk about today, but I can't remember what it was. Something out there? No. It's not out there. Oh, I know. I was supposed to ask Doug if I can show the thing. Let me text him. So who wants to, if Doug approves, who wants to see an absolutely ridiculous piece of movie memorabilia? Always. All right. He said I can show you. This is unbelievable. And it's 100% real. It's signed by the entire cast and Stan Lee. Every single actor. Yeah, it's just sitting here on the floor. heavy, by the way. What movie? It's just the Infinity War saga poster. Yeah, he got that at an auction. I'm tired. It's first of all, it's huge and its frame is heavy. It's probably because my mic wasn't close enough to me. Yeah, he got it in an auction. It's the Infinity War, or excuse me, the Infinity War saga poster. He got that at an auction. Everybody is on it. Everybody. Yeah, it's heavy, very heavy. Not for sale. Not for sale. Oh, Mrs. the Breaker. You're the bee's knees. You need everyone from the 86 Transformers movie to sign an original movie poster. Aren't some of them dead? Didn't the kid who played the kid die? Yeah, I was going to say. I think a bunch of those people no longer exist. I mean, a couple of the big ones do. Oh, you're not hoping. You know you will. What is he charging for his auto? Hyundai? 200? 108? It's not bad. Did you get your ticket yet? Oh, you're going to have to little who's your daddy to get it done? Oh, they're releasing... Well, I hope they're not releasing it in a few weeks, because it's only 2 weeks away. No, I'm kidding. It's like 4 weeks away. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like Jason. Jason's a good dude. Jason's the one that tried like hell to get me to a one-on-one with his agent. And he got me a one-on-one with his agent. I know. What I should do is I should cut a promo reel, a sizzle reel, if you will, and be like, "Hey, man, I dropped this. I think it's yours. Take it." No, honestly, I don't have time for it right now. I got a lot of things that are about to happen all at once within like the next year. I don't know if I could pick up anything extra at the moment. I got a lot on my plate soon. Yeah, I don't... Other than robots, Other than the this thing. Doug doesn't know that coupon. I just decided that today we're just going to take $5 off. Listen, that includes the $20 packs. So these are only $15. It includes, I believe, maybe these two. Maybe not. I don't know. Somebody have to tell me. I know it's definitely these items. I just put it on. It just all retail sports gets $5 off of them. Unlimited uses. All right, if I can beat an AC of 15, I'll do another giveaway. Nope, that is a 7. No giveaway. I tried. Actually, I should do a DC of 12. Yeah, no, I did even worse. I did a 5. Never mind. I tried. Oh, WonderCon. So, WonderCon, Daniel Gonzalez is going to be with us for at least one of the days. He is going to have covers. He is going to be doing some on-the-fly paintings, commissions, if you will. And John Bailey, a.k.a. Jeff the Shark, is going to be with Lee for one of the days. Jason Konopisos and friends will be with Kate for a couple of those days. What up, Mandala? How are you? Anyone going to OA Expo this weekend in Orlando? Nope, a little bit far for me. I'm good, man. No, you're not interrupting at all. I was actually struggling for more things to talk about because it has been a slow week. We are gearing up for Whatnot. So I haven't been focused on the DCD collection side of the business. I have been kind of focusing on what is going to be the Whatnot side of our business. The company is going to be the same company, but me, psychologically, I have to split them into two because it's going to be two separate entities and two separate things, styles of selling. So I have been out of the DCD Collects loop, and I've been deep diving Whatnot. So today's show was kind of like, well, it's Thursday. I'm going to throw a coupon up there for funsies and talk about what I've seen so far. And then after that, I got nothing. Tomorrow, I was just informed Doug will not be in the meeting. So, Kate, I have a feeling our meeting tomorrow is canceled. All right, Chef. See you later, buddy. Take care. Be safe. I'll be here if you are. So, yeah. He's driving to Vegas. He's going to see the Eagles at the Sphere. So with him not being there, I don't know that anything would get done because you, I, and Lee really would not get anything accomplished. We would be 3 ADHD riddled people spinning in circles on camera, and that would be dangerous. Yeah, I think that's it, folks. I don't think I really have much else for you. We have only 2 projects that we're working on now. We purposefully have been waiting for Whatnot to happen so that we can get that initiated, and then from there get back into projects. We are going to be reaching out to Waltering and do something with his original art. We are going to be figuring out the logistics of getting things from Pakistan and having Darth Moga do some stuff for us as well. As a matter of fact, when I log off shortly, I am going to do the Pakistan thing today so that I have that answer for tomorrow. But yeah, we're pretty excited. There's a lot of new artists that want to try out the blind box stuff. Yeah, he's Mandala. He's actually pretty stoked about that. He's definitely wants to. He says as much as he hates commissions, he would love to get some of his work into America. And he's very receptive to us buying out some of the stuff that he currently has. I am personally interested in his own original IP. I like the wrap drawings that he does. The women that are wrapped in like the Invisible Woman type stuff. They're brilliant. His line work is absolutely brilliant. He's done some like commission stuff like Wolverine and stuff like that. That is absolutely phenomenal. Very old school Wolverine look to it. His hatching is brilliant. I think even just some of his doodles that he says are all, on trash paper with trash ink, I think those by themselves are frameable and awesome, or at the very minimum worth keeping in an art binder to show off to friends. So we just have to figure out the logistics. First of all, can we get things from Pakistan that are art that will be considered tariff free? Because most countries, there is no tariff on art. If anyone was wondering why international art is such a big thing, it's because there are no tariffs on those items, and that is a great way for somebody outside the United States to liquidate assets in the United States, i.e. Sotheby's, and not have to put tariffs on that money coming in. So you buy a Vermeer in France, and you sell the Vermeer in America, and you have just moved your money. They say art is money laundering. I did a deep dive, and lo and behold, it is. Yeah, well, he said, like, honestly, the exchange rate for USD to their currency, I mean, it would be big for him to get some USD in his account. He could do a lot. Because the exchange rate is really good for him. The dollar is strong in Pakistan. So he said, he would love to get an influx of U.S. stuff. And I think his work is great. It's just, there's the hoop of how much is shipping going to be? Do we have to worry about the tariff? Are they going to open it to see that it's art, even though, we're going to claim on the form that it is USD giggity. Oh God. Yeah. He's we have questions. And then of course agreeing on price. But even he was like, I was like, yeah, we talked with him. I was on a stream for a while when we raided, And I was like, yeah, something like that, like a pen and ink, you know, you over here, that's really good work. People would love that. And he's like, not even like colored. I'm like, no, honestly, your pen and ink is just perfectly fine as is. And as far as like being on the archival paper, 80% of the people that are buying those things aren't going to care that it's archival. They're throwing it in a frame or putting it in a binder anyway. I was like, but of course we would be interested in bigger things. And Waltering, we would probably, I have a feeling the angle we're going to go with is just buying one of his sketchbooks. One of the books that he is willing to part with. I don't know if we would go buy an individual. I mean, obviously, if all he wanted to do was sell individual, we would. I think we're going to ask him how much just for an entire book and then flip through some of his books and see what we can use. Sorry, answering questions on the fly. Okay. That was Doug saying that there was no meeting tomorrow, as expected. But yes, Waltering stuff is fun. It's recognizable. We would definitely do something themed. I don't want to grab any things that he's making prints out of. I want him to keep the originals from all of his prints and t-shirts. Because once the t-shirts launch and they become popular, he'll be able to sell the originals for more, and I don't want to take that from him. And then of course, like, his ability to knock out his art in a day means that we can be like, hey, let's do this theme. And he seems to be able to get them done on short notice. Obviously, if he's doing original work, we'd let him do it on a stream because it's content for him. And, you know, good for people to see him actually working on our stuff live, kind of like Lee did. So, yeah, we're stoked. Those won't probably be until March that we'll probably reach out before March, but we probably won't deadline those until the end of March, which means April release on those. We have a con in March and we have a con in May, and those are the only two cons that we are going as sellers. We will be attending LA possibly. I might not. But I know at least Doug will probably go to LA Con. I have no plans of going to San Diego this year. I did not enjoy it last year, and I don't want to subject myself to the 5-hour drive plus the hotel plus the headache that was the con. It just wasn't fun, and I'm not going to do something that's not fun. I'm just hoping WonderCon does not end up the same as SDCC, because I'd hate to have to not do WonderCon anymore. That's it. Let's raid. Last call, everyone. Last call. We have a lot of people on today. All right. We have Pinion, Waltering, art by Carlos. Sean MacArthur is on, but I think he's playing a game. Yeah, he's gaming. Let's see what Carlos is doing. Carlos is painting what I believe is a puppy. Oh, we have an order. I'm opening something. Lady! Lady's doing some Inventor series. Lady, I see that the coupon didn't work. I am going to apply a coupon for you. Just because. You're welcome. Boop. Boop. Why is it not working on my phone? That is very weird. I'll have to do it from the website. Looking for a Tesla. I mean, I think we can make that happen. That's one that we pull a lot. Let's get focus. All right. Lady. 2025 Pieces of the Past Inventors Edition. There's going to be 4 hits in here. We are aiming for Tesla. Let's get some Nikola Tesla. Let's get Nikola Tesla. I think... Is his one of the cut autos that's in here? I know Edison is in here as a cut auto. I mean, you can't put Edison in there unless you put Tesla. Tesla was a better inventor than Edison, hands down. Edison was just really good for taking credit for other people's work. All right. Let's see some Tesla. Bonchons. George Pullman. Edward, don't call me Caitlyn Jenner. Ooh. That. Ooh, Alfred Nobel, famous for having a prize. That looks like a piece of stock. It is something incorporated. I know. It's Kids Incorporated. Kids Incorporated. K-I-D-S. I'm sorry. Somebody's got to be as old as me and remembers Kids Incorporated. That was a great show. Ah, see, lady, you went along with me on that journey. Thank you. Lady's like, I remember Kids Incorporated. Not as cool as the Electric Company, but pretty good. Bonus points if you remember the Electric Company. Hey, you guys! That's where Sloth got that from, by the way. Don's like Saturday mornings, baby. Louis Pasteur. Sloth got that. That famous Goonies quote was actually him quoting Electric Company. 100 shares of Madam C.J. Walker stock. It's 100 shares. Says so right there. So far, you're 2 for 2 on shares. I think this one's got to be ink. Hey, there's good old Bert. Hey, Bert. Oh, there's the thief. Thomas Alva Edison. Einstein and Pasteur. What is corporation? Is that a stamp? No, it's printed. Interesting. I wish it was a little more centered so I could find out what that is. All right, the last one has to be ink then. We cannot be blanked on ink. There's got to be goods. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. Maria Telker. Langley. Oh no. It's all shares. Boy, I have a feeling they just put a straight strip right down all three. It looks like it all lines up. That's Marie Curie, by the way. She was irradiated so much that she is laid to rest in a lead-lined coffin so that she does not continue to irradiate those who visit her in her final resting place. True story. Go look it up. I feel like that's just one straight. It is, isn't it? That little bend. I can't see. Yeah, not the strongest box. I'm sorry, lady. Where is her final resting place? Oh, wow. So I spread knowledge on you, and now you're like, well, do you know where she is? Of course I don't. I only know the cool parts of the story, not the, like, fact-based parts. Where is Marie Curie laid to rest? Oh, Marie Curie is laid to rest in the Pantheon in Paris, France. A mausoleum reserved for distinguished French citizens. She and her husband Pierre were moved there in 1995 from their original burial site in Sceaux. Due to decades of radiation exposure, her remains are still radioactive and housed in a lead-lined coffin. It's fun stuff, especially when you score some awesome pieces of history. That's what makes it special. Her body is radioactive because of her research with polonium and radium. Thanks, lady. Thanks, lady. You're welcome, man. I mean, now that I was called out, I'm going to know that she's in Paris because somebody called me out on it once. So thank you for forcing me to learn that. Yes, you do. right, final last call. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Final last call. I am actually going to really quickly give you your $5 refund right meow. Because you know me, I will forget. You know me. You know I will forget. So I'm doing it right meow. Action. Refund. Refund amount. Finsky. Refund 5. Yes. Issue refund. Done. Refund is being processed. Track status from the other page. Wow. Marie Curie died in 1934. 61 years later, they moved her. What took you so long? Famous in 1932, too. She didn't get more famous in 95. Whatever. My Twitch is on drugs. I sat down and it told me you ended your stream. Because I did, my screen did end. And then it restarted. It's not on drugs. It's telling you the truth. For some reason, we didn't lose internet. That just crashed and then restarted itself. I didn't even have to do anything. It's like, restarting now. And it's like, okay, hi. All right, folks. Yeah, it does. If it's not an internet thing, it will typically do that, I find. All right, let's beep, beep, beep. Oh, I have to do it from the host channel. All right, I'm just gonna have to ask you. Waltering is done. Do we want art by Carlos or pinion paint? Art by Carlos? You know it's not your Carlos, right, Don? Looks like he's painting a pug. Or a chihuahua. It's early in the painting for me to know. Still a vote for Carlos. Oh, you did know that? Okay. All right, then we'll do Carlos because nobody has said otherwise. And then I will tell Pinion Paint that you did not want her. All right. Folks, listen to me. I will hopefully have some goodies to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be very tired because I have a feeling I have a long night ahead of me with my research and ish. So, listen. I love each and every one of you. Take care of yourselves and each other. We could do this again tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe, just maybe, we'll crack open a Robots tomorrow and we get to see some sweet, sweet art by Jay Sullivan, Lee Cozy, and Kate Crawford. You never know. All right, folks. I love you. Good night.